What is up, Allie G Show fam? Welcome back to another track of the pod. As you all know, this podcast lives at the intersection of movement, mindset, music, the highs, the lows, the comeback stories, the long training cycles, the start lines that change every single one of us. Today's guest is Candita, or as many people know her, Candy, and her story is a beautiful reminder that movement has the power to carry us through every season of life. From growing up as a competitive dancer in Brooklyn to finding yoga after a career-ending injury to building a life centered around fitness and community and showing up authentically online and in person, Candita has embraced every chapter with resilience and heart, just from what I've seen and through talking with her. And we talked about how dance shaped her relationship with movement from the start, how she navigated injuries, became a yoga instructor, how she found Peloton, how she moved from New York to Germany and built just this incredible online community, and why movement has always been so much more than exercise for her. So lace up, turn up the volume, and let's get into it. Candy, welcome to the pod. I actually cannot believe that we're sitting in front of each other, because I feel like you are one of the people that supports me so much from afar. And I hope that I return that to you. I know I'm not always on Instagram in the wee hours of the night. Sometimes I am, but I'm so happy that we're sitting here today to do this. So welcome to the Allie G Show.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
Anytime. I hope you're excited. I'm so excited for this. For those that don't know you yet, can you tell the listeners a little bit about who you are and where you're from and what you like to do outside of the fitness space?
Yeah, sure. My name's Candita. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I left New York, oh my God, I think 20 years ago, and married a guy in the Army that took me to North Carolina. And then from there, we moved to Germany 9 years ago, almost 10. And
Wow.
Mom of 2, boys, teenagers. That's a whole different story. We did a whole podcast for that alone. I have 3 huskies. And outside of running, what else do I do? I run with my dogs. One's 16 and she's like holding on to her speed. She was running a 7-minute mile the other day.
What? Wait, I'm so jealous. I can't run with my dogs.
And I was on the other end of the lead trying to keep up with her, going uphill.
Oh my God. Okay, well, I could never do that.
I know, it's insane.
I love that.
It's only little 30-second spurts, but she does it. And she blows my mind. But other than that, I live in Germany now, where it's been constantly raining for a week now. It's a little crazy. We rolled back to winter. It's been like 50 degrees. So I've been in my house going, thank God I don't have to run outside.
Yep, that's right. That's right.
But yeah.
You have everything you need.
Everything right
I love
here in
that.
this room. It's like my work studio and our gym.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that great intro. Let's go back to the beginning for a second, because you are into so many things and I just get to watch, again, like I said earlier, from afar. Did your passion for fitness start with Peloton, or like how did you get into all of this?
So my passion for movement started, I think, at 2 or 3, when my mother noticed my amazing energy that she couldn't contain, and she threw me into dance. And I completely fell in love with it, to the point when I think I was about 13 or 14 years old. My brother and I got into an argument. I might have hit him with something like a ballet shoe, and I was grounded, and I literally screamed, "Are you trying to ruin my career?" So a bit dramatic.
The drama. I'm here for it.
I really thought like my path was going to lead me to like New York City Ballet or a different company, and I did overdo it a little bit, which came in great for like running, because now I pay attention to my body and I'm like, let me not overdo things and create injury, because I had ankle sprains and problems with my knees. And at 16, the doctor was like, you can't keep dancing. Like, you're going to need a knee replacement.
Oh my God.
And so I stopped dancing when I was 17 and a half. I remember I did my last solo competition to Melanie C's I Turn to You. And my knee was like the size of a grapefruit. And I'm like, we're going to wrap it. I'm going to go out there and it'll just be my last dance, but I'm getting out on that stage.
Yeah.
That's what we did. Yep. And then I stopped dancing, fell into a bit of a depression. And one of my dance teachers saw me in a nail salon and she's like, get over here. We're going to yoga. And I literally walked into a yoga studio with her, not knowing anything about yoga. And I bought a full outfit, a yoga mat, and like a month of classes and never gave up. So I went straight from dance into yoga. And then I dabbled with running when I was a teenager just to get out of my own head. And I would run in Brooklyn from Caesars Bay to the Verrazano and back.
God. Wow.
But like, you know, you can't dance anymore, but I would just go run 6 miles.
Yeah. I mean,
with no
isn't
water.
That what everybody does? Oh my God.
Just on a regular summer day, just get out there and go run.
Yeah. Especially if it's like 90 degrees, no water, just get out there. It's fine.
Get cooled off by the mist from the sea crashing.
Yeah. Wow, that's quite the loop though you got to the Verrazano and back.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, I had a friend whose uncle was like, you can't go by yourself. Take the dog.
See? Always got to take the dogs always. Take the dog.
Take the dog.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So so you just saw this person by chance at the nail salon. Like it wasn't a planned meetup. You were just
She was one of my older dance teachers. She just saw me and I guess I looked unhappy. And she was like, get out here. Like you can't sit and just do nothing. You have to move.
Wow.
And that's what I think that pulled me. And then I went to culinary school, which was another stupid thing. Like you're on your feet all the time. There's no sitting involved. And I remember
you hated your body. you hated your body then?
My knee, again, the size of a grapefruit during dinner service. And it was like a 500-seat restaurant. And I would just put my foot up on a bin and like have my leg like almost like it's on the ballet bar. And I would just rest my leg while working.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
And then
sometimes when oh no, no. That is insane. Yeah. I love it. You know, I'm here for the insanity. That I say that in a non-judgmental way. I love that. And I mean, I obviously wouldn't advise now, but I think I love hearing these stories because I feel like everybody has a moment where they've like had to backtrack a little bit and then they got back into it, or they got injured and then they got back into it. And that's exactly what you're explaining. I mean, and look where you are now. Like, I feel like you're so involved in so many different disciplines and you move your body in so many different ways. And it all stems from just like dancing and then going to a yoga class, which is wild.
And I refer everything to dancing. Like when I would teach, I never liked being on the mat because I did become a yoga teacher before I moved to Germany. But when I would teach, I didn't like being on the mat because in my head, I was like, I can't watch the students and I can't like be there to help them if they're out of alignment. That was always dancing. Now I can't run to anything but music that I used to dance to. I mean, dance floor, like club dancing.
Yeah. Wait, I love that. What's on your, I'm jumping ahead here, but let's talk about it now. What's on your running playlist, or like what genres or songs do you like absolutely have to have?
A lot of EDM. A lot of house music. We'll throw in some pop every once in a while to break it up so I can breathe. But and if I want to take it really chill, like my 10K playlist, I kind of just added to it for the marathon, and I was like, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done because it starts out hard and just stays hard. And I'm like, and then I burn out because I'm like singing out loud and trying to keep up with EDM beats. I was like, it worked great for a 10K. Not a marathon.
I think about that all the time because I went through so many phases. Like my first half marathon, I didn't really know what I was doing. obviously. So
Yeah.
I just kind of like made a random playlist. And then as I started getting into like the New York Roadrunners runs, like it would be a 5K, a 4 miler, a 10K, whatever. And all of them would be the same playlist of pop punk. And then I
Yeah.
realized I was just running fast all the time, and I like was not ever taking a break. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll switch to classic rock, so it's less like I want to run through a wall pop punk, and then I'll move to classic rock. And then now I'm just like, well, whatever, I'm gonna run to EDM and whatever I like, and then I'm just gonna have to learn how to control myself, I guess. But
Yeah.
it's hard when you're running to like crazy beats. You don't realize how much it impacts you. I literally just
It
recorded an episode on
controls.
this. Yeah, it
I
does.
would say it controls my feet
Yes.
because I could have my tread set at a 6 and my pace will get quicker even though the tread has not gotten quicker
Right.
because of the song I'm listening to.
Mm-hmm. And your leg turnover and you're just going faster and faster and faster. And you're like, wait, why am I out of breath?
It's like, why is my
Then I'm dying.
I'm
I'm like, wait, am I going to fall off the tread right now? What's happening? I love that. I love
so
talking
crazy.
music, as you know, because I think it really does have an impact. Like sometimes I talk about this too, like a lot on the pod, as you know. It's like I'll find myself going so fast during a race, and then I'm like out of my pace, and then I'm like, oh my god, now I have to catch up. And it's the same thing when you like see somebody on the sideline that you're maybe not looking for, or maybe is just there cheering for you, and you know they're coming, and then you just get so amped up, and you all of a sudden you're running like a 6-minute mile or 7-minute mile, and you're like, wait, calm down, please calm down, because you're gonna burn
That
out.
happened to me during my second London marathon. I
Oh,
saw
really?
Leanne's mom before she saw me, and I got so excited. And like she hugged me and she held my head, and I lost an earbud. And when she told me to go, I just took off running, and I was like, I came out way too hot from that. And that was like at mile 8.
Yep.
And I think it took like 7 or 8 more miles for me to realize I lost an earbud. I didn't even know. But London's also really loud.
Really?
So like most of the time you can't hear your playlist anyway.
Right. So it's
Because
like,
the crowds are so loud. And it takes
wow.
like a part where you go through like a little residential, and it's kind of like a pinch point where the roads get a little bit narrow and you're on the cobblestone. And then I went like this. I was like, I'm out of one earbud, and it's the one that controls everything.
No. That's the worst. That is the worst. That happened to me one time, and it was not the same. It was quiet. Like I was running during a hurricane. I don't know if I've ever told the story on the pod. I don't think I've ever have.
No.
It was like a week before the Chicago Marathon in like 2023. And it was like one of my last training runs. It was like the last 10 or whatever, like before you run the marathon. And it was my second marathon ever. And I was like, I'm going to go crazy in Chicago because it's flat. So I was like, I want to set myself up. So I'm like, I'm going to run this half marathon in Jersey City. Like, you know where the Statue of Liberty is? How there's like Liberty State Park. There's like a walkway.
Yeah.
And it's like, it was around there. And where I usually walk there on like the weekends when I'm in New Jersey. And I'm running. And my music just cuts out. And I'm like, oh my God. It was hailing, it was pouring rain, I was soaking wet, I was wearing again, I knew nothing at this point. It was my second half marathon in between my 2 first marathons, and I had a full raincoat on and a full like long sleeve shirt underneath because it was so cold. This is like October, and I was like probably 15 pounds heavier because of my clothes. So I'm like slogging along. My shoes are like, the water's just slapping into my shoes. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, good, my music went out. And then I realized like my AirPod was gone. And then I just took the other one out of my ear and chucked it right in the river. I was like, I'm over. I was so pissed off. I'm like, it's done. It's hailing. It's pouring. I'm at like mile 7. I want to be done. I'm like, please.
Oh my God, that is wild.
It was crazy.
The weather alone is too much.
I will have to show you a picture after. It was crazy. I looked like a wet like rat or something. Like my hair was like all like matted. I'm like, just get me out of here.
So you completely experienced the weather we had in London for our winter 10K.
That's yes.
That is literally, we didn't have hail, but it was absolutely freezing and pouring rain.
And you still got out there.
And we were just standing there like, in the corrals, hanging out. One guy had an umbrella, and a girl's like, "Come here, come here." I'm like, "For what? I'm already drenched."
Yeah, there's no
Like,
point.
what's the umbrella gonna do now?
You have to commit. You have to commit. You just, if you
And my
commit and
poor
you're out there.
husband, it was his first 10K, and I kept telling him, "Oh, don't worry about the weather. Don't worry about it, because every year for the past 3 years, it always says it's going to rain, and it's always beautiful. The sun's always out." No,
And what was his
not at
reaction?
all.
Was he upset?
Never running a 10K again. Went straight into High Rocks.
That's so fair. That is so fair. I get it. I totally get it.
I was like, you know that High Rocks is just like an 8K with battered legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You're
literally destroying yourself between each kilometer.
exactly. Exactly.
And he's like, it's fine. I'm just gonna do that instead of running with you. I'm like, okay.
Fine. Fine. Whatever. You do
Little
it.
does
You
he
do
know,
you.
he is also signed up for 2 other 10Ks.
Oh. Wait, I can't wait to hear how those go. Oh my god. He's gonna be like, I'm having flashbacks. Get me out of here. I don't want to do this. If it rains, it's over. If it rains,
Oh my
he's
God.
literally just gonna never do anything again. He's gonna be like, I'm so out.
He just won't go. He won't even show up to the start line.
You know what? I respect that. I respect that. Sometimes I make very stupid decisions, but sometimes it's fun to run in the rain. It all just depends. If it's freezing, I hate it. But if it's warm,
that was brutal.
whatever.
I think it fueled my PR. Like, it was that cold. I was like, there's nothing I can do. I have to just keep moving or I'm going to freeze to death.
I have to go faster. Get me out of here. Get me home. I want to be home.
Oh my God.
It's like a mom, can you come pick me up moment.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, can you get me out of here? Oh my God, that's so funny.
It was done.
That is so
funny. And then
funny.
the sun came out.
See?
Which is classic. We love when the sun just pops out after you've been in the freezing rain.
Yep. Always. That is always.
Copenhagen's half was like that too.
Really?
Tracy and I were standing in our corral while the rest of our run fam was dispersed throughout their corrals. And we're just standing there in the pouring rain going, I don't think my jacket's actually waterproof. It was like the Lululemon like mist jacket. And I'm like, mist, not downpour.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm drenched to the bone. We're standing there, just standing still. And we had mud like up to our knees because the corrals were in the park.
Oh my God.
And it just kept getting heavier and heavier and heavier. And we're like, we don't even start. We just go back to the hotel. And we're like, oh God, the key is in one person's bag and we don't have their number.
No. So you ended up just doing it?
We stood in that line and like get to the start, completely stopped raining.
Oh my God.
Not a single drop fell from the sky after we crossed the start line.
Yeah, obviously. Obviously, that always happens.
And that's a great race too, you would love, because it's flat. The course is amazing.
I'm telling you, next year, I think if you pick one, I will do it.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying it on the pod right now. I'm saying it.
I know we've said in the past, Athens, but I know Athens is brutal. Like,
and it's like in November, I think, right?
And it's like the quad shredder because you're just like the whole thing until you hit the flat and end in the stadium. So it's like,
yep.
Just we have to build a different leg strength for that.
Yeah, maybe we could do Copenhagen first or something.
Oh,
we'll go somewhere.
I am doing Copenhagen
this year.
Next year. Like
I love this. I love this. We literally, for those listening, in the pre-show, we were just talking about how we're not doing 2 marathons back to back ever again, and then we both said we were doing that. So apparently, we never learn. I don't. Whatever. It's the vibe. It's the vibe.
We're just winging it.
Oh my God. Okay, wait. So, okay, you've done so many cool races outside of like the majors, and you just did Cape Town, correct?
That was so
crazy. Okay.
I haven't hung it up yet.
Whoa. Oh my God, that's so sick.
And it says towards Africa's first major on the back.
Wow.
And now it just
Now it
was
just
announced.
became, right? Like a few days
Yeah,
ago?
yeah.
That's
So cool.
crazy. How was it?
It was amazing. It really was. It's one of the most beautiful courses I've ever seen because you get literally everything.
Yeah.
You get the view of the mountain, which is iconic. You get the city views. You run through like this really beautiful park, which is, I think it's mile 19. And it's just, again, it's just one of those miles. It's just an incline for a mile.
Why do they do that?
But they put it through a really beautiful park, and they had like these beaded things hanging from the trees, and you had all these like African drummers and dancers throughout the whole park. Then you end up running along the waterside, so you have the whole beach,
Oh my God.
and it's beautiful.
That sounds insane.
It's not easy. It's not like a flat, easy course because it's rolling hills.
Mhm.
It's got a lot of elevation. The director called it, what did he call it? The loop of death or something?
Oh, that's good.
Oh
We
yeah,
love
yeah.
that.
It was
We love
great
that.
sitting the day before, and people are like, "Are there going to be toilets here? Are there going to be toilet?" Everybody's asking a toilet question. He's like, "Don't worry about the toilets." He's like, "We've got the runner's loop of death."
Great. Sign me up.
It's just an out and back that goes on forever.
Oh, that
And
sucks.
it's one of those out and backs where you're like, I'm going to be on that side with those people soon. And then you're not there.
Got it.
And
Okay.
then it just keeps on going. And I'm like, when am I going to be on the other side? And it never happens. And then you
Oh
think
my
you're
God.
turning. You think you're coming to the turning point, and then you just keep going straight. And then you finally turn around and you're like, okay, we're almost done. And you're like, this is the longest 4 kilometers of my life.
That would kill me. That would absolutely kill me. Do you like
But
it?
it's
So you don't like
beautiful.
it there and back, right? I'm
I hate
assuming.
out and backs.
Okay. Okay.
If they're short, I don't care. But if
Yeah.
they're like 8 kilometers,
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's a long time. I
it's a
don't mind
long
like
one.
I don't mind like a mile and back or like a 2 mile and back. But like,
Yeah.
yeah, 8 kilometers is a long time.
Yeah.
That's a
It's
long
just,
time to run an out and back.
and you're just like, and I was so happy because in London this year and in Cape Town, I was so sick at the halfway point. I was
No,
like
like
cruising. Everything was going great. Like my time was on target. Tracy and I run like metronomes,
mhm.
so we can just lock into a pace and just go. And I was
I
like,
love
when I
that.
told her, I was like, oh my God, I'm feeling sick. Like I'm going to be sick. And she's like, are you sure? I'm like, yep, it's happening
I'm
all
sure.
over again. And it wasn't nutrition, it's being a lemon.
Oh,
And
oh, that happened to me
yeah,
once.
because my nutrition was bang on. London, I knew what I did wrong. I got worried about the heat because the
Mhm.
year prior was really hot. And I
Right.
just took too much water on.
Yeah.
Like I depleted my salts even though I was taking them. Nothing was saving me from that. I screwed
Yep.
myself over with the water.
Yeah.
And that's
Yep.
because London gives you bottles.
Oh, to refill, or they just give you bottles and
No, you get like little, like mini plastic bottles, and the tops just snap close. So you can hold on to it and run with it.
Oh my God,
But
that's
then you're
amazing.
drinking when you don't need to.
See, I'm the first person to tell you, I probably don't drink enough water on my training runs, so nobody should come for me, but I absolutely don't. When I take a
Hmm.
bottle, I think I do worse. I genuinely think I run like not I don't want to say bad pace, but I'm just not on my target because I think I'm so focused on like, oh my God, well if I'm holding a bottle, it's probably too hot. And then I'm in my head about it being
Yep.
too hot. And then I drink too much water and then my stomach hurts. And then I'm like,
Yep.
well, I don't really want to do it. Happened to me last week. I'm like, man, this
Damn it.
sucks. I was like, of course. And I'm taking my salt
Yep.
tabs and I'm taking my gels and I'm like, oh, I just drank too much water.
Yep.
It's so hard.
And so Cape Town, I was like, I'm not carrying water with me.
Hmm.
I'm not bringing my handheld bottle. It doesn't matter that they have cups. I will be fine. Like when I do my long runs on the tread, I'm like, I drink this much water.
Hmm. Yep.
I'm like,
That was me
and
this
I'm
morning.
fine.
Hmm.
I'm like, it doesn't affect me. I'm like, I know I'm like a camel. It's fine.
Yeah, me too.
And the thing that was on their course that saved me was Coke. They had Coca-Cola throughout the entire course. And then at one point, there was like a food station, almost like you're doing an ultra.
Okay.
And people had platters and they're like salted potato. I was like, what?
But also, yes, please.
I'm like, are you serious? Like, I'm used to like the oranges and the bananas, but they had legit snacks.
Wow. And this was
And
from
I was like,
the organizers or just people?
yes.
What?
Yes, that was organizers. So every water station, you'd see it because it had the giant red Coca-Cola trucks. All the water was cold.
It's my dream.
All the Coke was cold. And then they didn't just have Coke, they had Coke Zero if you didn't want the sugar. But why would you not want the sugar on a race day?
Right.
And it wasn't like one little table. Like when I started feeling sick, I would grab a Coke and just walk the length of the hydration station. Grab a Coke, sip it, throw the cup out, then grab a water, dump it on my head, take another water, take a sip, throw the rest of it out, and then get another Coke. Because it was like water, Coke, Coke Zero, water, Coke, Coke Zero. And I was like, this is brilliant, because I couldn't get another gel in.
Yeah.
They kept on leaving me.
Yeah, I've been there.
I was like,
I've been there.
And every time, and I'm like, I'm not going to be that person, because if I see somebody being sick, I will now be sick, even if I don't feel it.
Oh, me too.
So I was like, I can't do that like in a bush when there's literally toilets everywhere.
Yeah.
Like they had random ones and they were all clean.
Oh my God.
They had an attendant wiping them down in between people.
What?
I was like, I don't know. Cape Town set the bar really, really high.
Okay, so everybody should do Cape Town.
Way too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously. Cape Town was like, that one set the level for me. I was like, it's going to be really disappointing when I run a race and there's nobody handing me a Coca-Cola.
I know. Coke saves me a lot.
Absolutely.
The Coke
Red Ambulance. I love that name for it.
Red Ambulance. I've never heard that. That's amazing. That's exactly what it is.
My friend Angela had a Coke for me in her bag when I ran Berlin. So every time I saw her on the course, Coke. She had my bottle. She just had it open and ready to give it to me. And then a hug and then just go on. We'll see on your way.
You need it. And going back to the Coke Zero, it's one of my biggest pet peeves, and we'll get to our running hot takes. But one of my biggest pet peeves is when people, and again, not coming from a judgy place, but like I would love for people to understand the concept of like the point of you drinking the Coke is for the sugar. So just have the Coke.
Coke Zero is like not a running day drink.
Yeah. Drink the Coke.
That's like, I don't want a regular Coke with my pizza.
Yeah, exactly.
But running day, we need the full Coke.
Yeah, that's right. I told you. I think I told you I took a random person's Coke on the side of the
Yes, that was brilliant.
I missed my hand off. I wish I knew who it was so I could just the question of like, were you drinking that? Not that I care. Obviously, I did not care.
It's too late.
Dying. I was dying. I'm like, if I don't get some Coca-Cola in me right now, I'm like, please save me. And I carried it the entire way up the hills. I'm like, this is gonna save me, and it did.
I love that.
So, well,
and that person will now hopefully know not to hang their hand over if it wasn't for somebody else.
Yeah, and whatever. It got all over her. That's what I felt bad about. I felt less bad about taking her Coke if she was drinking it, and I felt more bad about like it spilling all over her when I grabbed it because it very much like just splashed up, and I'm like, oh no, sorry, bye, gotta go. I was like, thank you, bye. Literally, I was like, thanks, bye. That was Coca-Cola saves the day every time.
It really does.
And now they set the bar too high, so when we run Copenhagen or one of the other ones. Athens, I'm sure, does not have Coke. I think they just have
probably not. It's probably just water.
Yeah, and a death wish. Water and a death wish. That's it.
Like, I know I've heard they have children that give out olive branches, and I'm like, can we trade those?
What? Wait, but I love that. It's like the definition of committing to the bit. Like, I feel like the Athens Marathon is going to be just as I mean, obviously, aside from the amazing views and the hard course and ending in, the stadium, I just feel like it's going to be as cheesy as I'm imagining. Like,
Yeah, I think so. I
in the
saw a
best
lot of people in Cape Town in the airport,
way.
which again, shout out to Cape Town. Their airport is so efficient.
What are we missing out on over here?
I don't know. The efficiency is insane. I was in and out, like landing, going through customs, getting my bag in less than 10 minutes, and got a coffee.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get out of Chicago in a timely manner.
I know.
In the US.
It's wild. A lot of people had the Adidas backpack from running Athens last year. So I'm like, okay, there's a lot of people that have done it, and they're taking on more hills today.
Yeah. I think it has to happen. I think it has
It
to happen.
does.
It's going to
I feel like if we're in the marathon bubble,
Yeah.
it's like a rite of passage. We have to go through it. Just mentally prepare.
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm very much scared. When I went to Greece, it was during, I think this is what prompted the whole like us doing Athens, because I must have told you this. Like when I went to Athens, I went to Athens and Santorini, and when we landed in Athens, it was like marathon weekend, and everybody was out, and I'm like, this is so cool, and I'm like, I got to run this one day. And then I saw them all hobbling, because I went to Athens, Santorini, and then back to Athens to fly home. And I saw everybody at the airport like getting stopped with their big medals, because the medals are huge, and they're like legitimately not able to walk. Like I understand the post marathon walking, but I'm like, oh my God, you're like this. Like I went to Santorini for a week and people could not walk a week later. I'm like, this is crazy.
That's the quad shredder.
I know. I'm not signing
And
up.
I hate running downhill.
Yeah, it sucks because it sucks. That's what sucks about Boston, because you're wrecked by the time you get to the hills, and then on the way on, like, the hills aren't even that bad, but when you're coming down, you're just wrecking your quads.
Yeah.
Wrecking. It sucks. It totally sucks. What's your favorite one that you've done so far? Because you've done a lot.
I do love Cape Town now. I love London now. I'm gonna just keep coming back.
Yeah. I have yet to get into London, but every time you run it, I'm like, yes, this is so cool. I know people that are running it.
Yeah, I'm doing it again next year. I mean, I said maybe after 3 times I would be done, but I feel like London and I have unfinished business.
You know what? I respect that. That's what I say about Boston. Boston and I have unfinished business every year, every single year. But London is London like is it flat or no? It's one of the harder ones, isn't it? Am I making that up?
Flat-ish.
Okay.
It has like sneaky little undulations, and like I think it's only one, like it feels like an on-ramp to a highway.
Okay.
But it's not terrible.
Man,
it's not like Cape Town was definitely hilly. I heard Sydney is very hilly.
Yeah.
I would not say London is hilly. I think it has undulations.
Mm-hmm.
And like pinch points that make you like, I was running on my tiptoes at one point. It was like slamming on the brakes.
Yeah.
Because it just like got really congested. And I'm like, okay, we're just going to slow down for a minute when you're in a really good flow.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I still love London.
I need to get there. How do you feel about them potentially making it 2 days?
That worries me.
As I feel like run it. Can you say why?
I don't know if the support would be the same over 2 days, because I could only imagine. I've never supported a marathon. I'm going to support my first one for Berlin this year.
Ooh.
But I know my friends that go to like support London, they don't just stand in one spot. You bop all over the course because you can. But even just if you're in one spot and you're there all day.
Yeah.
Like, as opposed to somebody who's running 3, 4, 5 hours, you might be standing there for 6.
Yeah.
Because you got to get your spot. And it gets really, really crowded and really tight. And it's like a full-on party all along the whole course. So I'm like, I don't know if the support would be the same. And then I worry about like how congested the city would be.
Yeah, for 2 days straight.
Because where do you put all those? It's not like the people running on the first day are going to leave immediately, and vice versa. They're not going to. The Sunday runners aren't going to show up Sunday morning.
Yeah, how are they going to do that? Are there even enough places to stay?
The congestion of the tubes, the congestion of hotels and restaurants. Like, you have to make reservations, or you're eating a sandwich at a Pret every day.
That would kill me. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough. I was also thinking, like, if you're running with somebody and like somebody else gets in the same, like me and my sister both entered the lottery, and like if she gets in one day and I get in the other day, whoever runs first is gonna be so beat the next day.
Exactly. Like, you can't.
Like, I'm not gonna make her be like, go stand out there
to be able to run and support, or vice versa. Like, it seems like a lot. I understand the concept from like the charity point of view. Like, think of how many more people we could have running, and that's great. But I think it's really, I don't know how it would work.
Yeah.
Because London is what it is because of the crowds. Like, I know people say New York is, and I've not experienced it yet.
I was literally just about to ask.
Yet. But London's support is crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
I hope they
leave in the best way.
I don't want them to ruin it. Respectfully.
No.
I don't want
just
them
like keep it the one day.
Yeah.
And if you want to make it 2 days, make it like 6 months apart.
Yes.
Like, just separate. Do 2 marathons.
Yeah. Like, I understand the cost of that from like, I mean, I really only understand like the cost of it from New York's perspective, because obviously we're paying for all the transportation and that whole argument about people paying for the tolls and whatever to go over the bridge. Like, it's so insane. You don't even think about how much it costs to actually close down the streets. So to do it twice, I get it. But again, 2 days, what's the difference between spending the money 2 days in a row versus 6 months apart?
Yeah, just do it separate. Do a spring and a fall. Maybe one will get lucky with great weather.
Yeah. Imagine. Then everybody would be pissed off if like the first one is like great weather, and then the one in the fall is like so horribly cold, and they're gonna be upset about it.
Oh my god! My first London, it was cold. I was freezing, like to the point where the side of my hand was completely numb. There was no sun.
No.
2 years ago, it was brutal. And then this year was just hot. It was hot, and there was a lot of direct sunlight, but it wasn't as hot as the year prior. But it was hot. And then Berlin was really hot.
I was going to ask, you ran that Berlin, right? Was that last year that it was really hot? Oh my God. How did you make it through that? Because that was like a really bad day, right? I wasn't there, so I don't want to speak to it, but.
That was my PB marathon.
Hell yeah, it was. I love that.
I'm not a fast runner. I'm fast in short distance. Endurance, I'm not that fast. I am pretty average, and that was my PB, but I was told by the coach that I work with to walk every water station. She's like, don't let yourself overheat. Don't let your heart rate spike. And she's like, it's going to be hot. That's just it. It's going to be hot, and it's going to be hotter than London. And I'm like, great. Why don't I just go to a beach then?
I could just sit on the beach. I don't have to run 26 miles.
Yeah. But that's what I did, and they were really good with water. The only problem is Berlin's bibs disintegrated in the water.
Actually,
people's bibs there were bibs on the ground, and I watched 2 people pick up a bib and like stick it to theirs, like safety pin it, so that whoever lost their bib would still get a finish time.
Oh, that's nice.
But really they were like, mine's not that bad. It's a little melted, but you could still read the number on it. But some of them were literally falling apart, and they had so many water sprinkles and cannons, and they had fire trucks with their hoses just pointed straight up, so everybody was getting drenched because it was so hot.
Wow, that's
crazy. It was crazy.
That's insane.
I'm like, one day I'll have a marathon that's not over 80 degrees.
One day, New York, hopefully. Hopefully this year.
Come
We'll see.
on, give
The
me
weather's
fall
pretty
weather.
good. I think you'll get fall weather. I could not believe when you told me. I'm gonna let you tell the people and the listeners what you're doing this year in New York. I don't want to take that away from you. But I can't believe you've never run it.
I know. When I lived there, it was like I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't know there was a New York Marathon. I was like not a runner, and then I move away, and one of my best friends, I've known her since high school. When her mom turned 50, she decided to take up running.
oh,
And she
love that.
just told her daughter, "You're coming with me. Like you're the sporty one." And they've run New York a handful of times. And she's done two different training cycles at my house in Germany.
Really?
Like she would be like, "You want to come on a run with me?" I'm like, "I'd rather play dead."
Yeah. You're like, actually, no.
No. I was like, "I don't run." And then years later, I go and I run the Brooklyn half and she meets me in front of the school that she works at with her daughter. And I'm like, "This is backwards. You should be on this side and I should be on that side with the baby."
Yeah, I'll take your daughter. You can go run.
But
Oh my
it's
God,
just
that's so
wild
funny.
how I was like, "You planted a little seed. It just took like 6 years for it to even sprout."
Yeah, yeah. That's so funny. That is so funny. So what are you feeling about New York this year? And actually,
I'm
well, I should give you
excited.
the opportunity to tell the listeners what you're going to do.
Coming home to run New York City Marathon with Team Skinny Pig.
That's right. Let's go. We're finally going to get to hang out because the last time we were supposed to hang out, I got the flu, which sucked. but, but
So
yes,
close.
but New York for Team Skinny Pig.
Team Skinny Pig.
It's
Yep.
going to be great.
I was just like, the opportunity was there and you helped set that up. And I was just like, it's terrifying, but we're going to do it.
Yeah, we are going to
We're
do
going to
it.
do
It's
it.
going to be such a fun day. I'm excited
Oh, yeah.
for your return home. What have people told you about the New York Marathon that you're like, I can't wait to experience? And what have people told you about it that you're like, I'm nervous about this?
Well, people think that telling me about all the bridges is going to scare me. I'm like, I'm from there.
Yeah.
Like the bridges don't. I know that running over the Verrazano is going to be. It's going to suck because I was like, it's like a rainbow. It's not flat.
No.
I was like, I know every bridge is not flat. I've lived there, and I was like,
Yeah.
Fifth Avenue is not flat. I was like, I've
Yep.
walked up Fifth Avenue. I don't know how many times in high heels. Like, I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I know Central Park is hilly. I've been there.
Yeah.
I
I've
was
been
like,
there a
and
lot.
I was like, the silence on that bridge, I'm going to probably love
Mm-hmm.
because I heard a lot about like Brooklyn. I know my friend Cami told me, she's like, you have to run this. She's like, your borough is crazy. It's like a full on party. I'm like, it's how we do.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best part of the marathon. It really
Yeah.
is. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. So
It's gonna be
that's,
really fun.
I don't know. I think I'm going to be emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was such a wreck at the end of the Brooklyn half.
Oh,
Like I was I was so emotional for that because that was my childhood going to that beach.
yeah.
Like
That's
the
amazing.
path that we took underneath the train, that's how I got there by car with my mom. And then
Yeah.
like we would park in the same area and go on the boardwalk right where you turn, where
Mm-hmm.
the boardwalk is.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and then my mom was there. And I spotted her.
Oh,
I was recording the crowd thinking I'm never going to find her.
yeah.
And then I just saw her and I screamed, "Mom," took a picture, and she was right before the finish line.
Oh, I love that.
So that was crazy.
I
But
love
yeah,
that.
that was completely like, I think I was choking on my own tears because I was like, I haven't been here since I was 16, 17.
Wow.
So
That's a
I think
lot.
going home and running New York is going to be emotional too,
Yeah.
especially because we run through like literally my backyard.
Yeah. Yep. It's so insane. I didn't live in Brooklyn, but I went to school downtown and I used to run over the Brooklyn Bridge, which obviously you don't run over in the New York Marathon, but Like sometimes I'll be running in the New York Marathon and I'm like, "Oh wow, I remember this happened here and I went to this restaurant and oh my god, my friend lives right there." And you just have all of these like crazy memories that come back to you and you're like,
Yep.
I don't know, it gives me chills. It really does because it is emotional and it's really special. But I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. It's going to be
So this one,
so.
and everybody's like, "Are you gonna go for a time?" I was like, "I'm gonna try to make it through without falling over after crying."
Yeah, I know. The second I get choked up in a marathon, it's over. I'm like, "Oh no, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry." You know?
I keep telling myself, I was like, "I'm not gonna cry at the start line because we're running away from Staten Island."
Yeah. Yeah, you should be have the biggest smile on your face because we're running away from Staten Island, respectfully to those from Staten Island.
Respectfully, I have a it's like an obligation from being from Brooklyn to just not want to be in Staten Island.
Yeah, it's fair. That's so valid. That's so
It's like
valid.
no one wants to pay that toll.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I love it. And it's so funny, like, you're literally there for a split second. Like, once you
Yeah, and then
start,
you're gone.
obviously, it's over. It's like it's crazy too, and the Verrazano, it's hilly, but it's like you're so I think you're just so amped up that you, like, don't even feel it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I know
yeah,
people are gonna come for me for that, but, like, I don't know. I just get you always just get, like, hyped up at the start line. I'm like, "Okay,"
yeah,
because it's cool, and you see people stopping, and they're standing on the median to take pictures, and all the photographers are there. It's just a very cool experience. Very, very
yeah.
cool
That I
experience.
don't think I could do.
No,
I
I
have to
can't.
just keep going.
Yeah, you have to. I know as much as
It's
I
like,
and that's coming from me, like, as much as I want the picture so badly, I'm like, "Don't stop. Don't stop,
yeah.
because you'll just get."
I originally said I was like I should get the Meta glasses, but I always end up with the glasses on my head
Yeah,
because I
me too.
hate running with things on my face.
Me too. I always wear my Gooders, and
Uh-huh.
they're like hot pink, and they're the only ones I've trained with, and they're the only ones I really run with, but it was like sunny, then it was shady, then it was sunny, then it was shady, then it was sunny.
Uh,
And I'm like, I don't even know what I want right now because when my glasses were on and it was shady, it was like too dark. And I'm like, I can't see
yep.
anything. I'm not experiencing this. Like I was crashing out about my sunglasses. And I got to the bottom of the Newton Hills and I was like, it's over. And I just like ripped them off my face and I threw them. And somebody caught, I don't know who has them obviously, but like somebody just caught them. And I was like, well, it's done. And now I don't have them anymore and I'm a little bit sad, um,
Oh,
but I do
it was
think
a
about the
trade for
meta
the Coke.
glasses. That's all right. That's all right. I did good for the community. Somebody has free gooders,
Yep.
free sweaty gooders, but it's better than no gooders.
Yeah, I can't keep them on. I started having to run with a visor because I chopped all my hair off,
Mhm.
thinking that would be great for running.
Yeah,
There's no great hair for running. I'd have
I
to be
know.
bald, I guess.
I know.
But
My hairdresser is like, "Can you stop pulling your hair so tight in a ponytail?" And I'm like, "I don't." I'm like, if it touches my face, I'm gonna crash out.
exactly.
I
I
won't crash
hate
out.
when it touches me.
I can, and if it's like too close to my neck, I'm like, I can't. It needs to be a high pony. I need to have braids. I need to have something like, just do not. I don't want a hair out of line
Yeah,
because it freaks
don't
me out.
touch me. I don't like when it like when my hair was really long and I could feel it fall out of the bun. It falls out of the
Hmm.
bun first,
Hmm.
and then it's touching my back. And
Oh,
then once it's saturated, it's just sticking
I
to my
know.
back. And I'm like, I cannot do this.
And then I literally end up with like it looks like a squirrel's tail in the back of my head because my hair gets so matted and it's like in one ball. And I'm like, wait, how am I going to brush my hair? I'm like,
I learned the trick to that. You coat it in conditioner and let it sit, and then
oh,
run it under the water, and then
that's
comb
so
through it.
smart. That's so smart.
Because that's how my hair would be. It was like just a rat's nest.
Hmm.
I mean, I've
Hmm.
gone to the struggle of cutting the hair tie out
Oh, wow. Yeah.
because I couldn't slide it down.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's just
I've been
like,
there.
but I started running with a visor from Susie Chan's advice.
I
She
love
does it to
that.
protect the lashes. I do it because I cut my hair off.
The lashes, that kills me. I love it. Speaking of Susie, is like, she one of your favorite instructors?
Oh yeah.
Because
I love
you
Susie.
do like a lot of Club Hosky too, right?
Love Hosky. He got me into running.
The best. The best.
Convinced me that I could be a runner.
Oh,
And we love to remind him that he manifested me running London. 7 weeks
Oh,
before the London Marathon.
really?
Oh, yeah. I did a
What?
class and he was like, "How come you're not running the London Marathon?" And I just looked at him and was like, "Because people normally train for that." And he laughed and he goes, "What do you call all this?" Like gesturing to the Peloton studio. I was like, "Running 30 to 45 minutes twice to 3 times a week."
Yeah.
And he's like, you could run the London Marathon." And then I told my friend Anna, and Anna reached out to a group chat that had all the charities. And HFT responded that they had a bib. And she's like, "You've got a bib for the London Marathon." I was like, "Holy mother. Okay."
Oh my God. Dude, that's so cool.
I was like,
That's
"What
so
are the
cool.
chances that you would get a bib that close to a marathon that's
Yeah.
as big as London?"
Yeah.
So I was like, clearly I'm supposed to be doing this with zero training for a marathon.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. I tell
And
people
then
that
we
all the
just
time.
slowly upped my running time on feet
Yep. That's what you got to do.
and made it to the finish line.
See? It's the most important. It's all the same amount of miles, you know?
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the
I
same amount
tell
of miles.
everybody, I was like, it's not smart to run a marathon without training, but it is possible.
It is. I have done it. It's possible.
You
I
might
would
not run
recommend.
the whole 26 miles, but you will run it.
That's right. That's right. That's so cool, though. Way to go, Hosky. We love him for that. And look at you
Yeah, totally
doing
put it in my
London.
head that I could do it. And we haven't stopped.
You know what? Don't stop.
Like
Don't
every
stop.
time I'm in the studio, I'm like, he's like, "What's up?" I was like, "Running another marathon and it's all your fault."
I love that. How often do you actually get to go to the studio?
I used to go a lot, but now I feel like I just want to train properly and not constantly be on a plane going for like fun weekends.
Hmm.
So, God, it's cut back.
Yeah.
I used to be able to go every month, but I wasn't doing anything other than going to Peloton and running for 30 to 45 minutes.
Yeah.
But so yeah, when was I there last? Winter 10K, London Marathon.
Hmm.
I'll be back maybe, I think we're signed up for a 10K in September. But then I also have Valencia half and then London like a week after.
Yeah. See? It's fine.
And like the race schedule kind of gets in the way of going over there just for fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's like I used to go to the New York studio a lot when I was living. I mean, I was living in Jersey at the time, and it was only like a
Yeah.
35-minute drive or train. And then my job was like fully remote. And in the summer, it's like working concerts all the time. I mean, I'm not working them specifically anymore. Like it's just visiting venues that I like to go to. Um,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is getting not unsustainable. I was like, I'm literally going in and out of the city to run for 30 minutes when I could just do it at
Yeah.
home. And
Yeah.
I mean, I love them. This is not no shade. It was just like I got to a
Not
point
at
where
all.
I don't think I could do this
Yeah.
anymore.
Like and the airline that I was using, they cut back.
Ugh.
They used to be like a bus. They
Mhm.
ran so frequently, and now it's like you're lucky if you can get a flight out on a Friday and a flight home on a Sunday. Now it's like
Yeah.
you have to fly out on Wednesday and come home on Wednesday. And I'm like, that's not a quick weekend.
Yeah, that's a
Like
week.
that's a whole week.
You're like, help me understand.
It's like,
Oh my
where
God.
are my flights?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay, so you take Hosky, Susie. Who else are some of your favorites?
Jocelyn,
Mhm.
Mariana. I love
Mhm.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey
So
is the sweetest person I've ever met.
love
Sweetest.
him. But
He's the
also
best.
love his energy in studio when he's not in the, like when it's like coach to camera. Don't understand a word of German, but I
Me
will
either.
constantly put it out there that you don't need to. It's just energy. And
Mhm.
now that we have pace targets, you don't need to know what they're saying. You might
Yeah.
learn a few words, but it's all energy and you can feel it with the music the way they class plan.
Mhm.
So take the German classes even if you don't speak German.
I do it all the time. I
I
took
love
German
it.
in college, but I don't. I wish I had like the Peloton when I was taking German because I feel like I would have learned so much quicker. And
Yeah,
then obviously when I graduated, I was like, yeah, I'm like not going to continue doing this because it's so hard to learn.
exactly. It doesn't stick with you. My
No.
brother-in-law did the same thing. He took German in college and he
Mhm.
lives here now and he's like thinking it's going to just all come back and he's like it's so
No.
hard.
It's so hard. And like I took Italian like up to college, and then I couldn't even test into Italian in college. So that's why I took German. And then like I'll speak Italian a little bit with my family. Outside of that, like it kind of comes back to you, but it's so different. Like I very much thought German was going to be the same, but it's completely, yeah.
Yeah, so
They're like,
different.
I remember my professor being like, "Do you want a minor in German?" I was like, "I'm good." I'm like, "I'm
No,
good.
thank you.
I do not want to stay here another year." She's like, "You can go to Germany." I'm like, "I think I could do that on my own without having to stay here a whole other year." Anyway, I digress. I agree with you. Take the German classes because they're so fun, and there are subtitles on a lot of them, I think.
Yeah. But then so the New York schedule's hard for me because I'm here and I do
Mhm.
love a live class. But like tonight, John has a live with Cody.
Mhm.
So, this will already have happened in the future. But for me, it's 11:30 at night. I'm like, I'm not running at 11:30 at night. I
I
know I'm an
know.
evening runner, but that's wild.
That's a killer. Are you an evening
Yeah,
runner versus morning?
I am.
Ooh, I love
I don't
that.
know how I manage race days.
I
Like
was gonna
thoughts and
say,
prayers
like, yeah,
because me and my 17 alarms going off every
yeah.
3 minutes to make sure I wake up at 5 a.m.
I know. That's the killer. That is the killer.
We'll we'll go back to New York. That's what I'm most afraid of. The morning.
You know what? That's a great answer. The morning's gonna be great. It's gonna be fine. Um,
But waking up and not missing the bus or the ferry or however I get there, that's going to be the most terrifying part for me.
yeah, yeah. No, I'm so with you. You're not going to though. I will say for New York, I know I'm backtracking here too, but like my anxiety is sky high until I get on the transportation, whatever mode of transportation I'm taking. My anxiety is sky high until I get on there, and it's the
Yeah.
same for a lot of them. But the timing of it is a little later in the day, our time for you.
For me,
It's for
yeah.
you.
Like if
Yeah.
there's a live class at 5:30, 6 o'clock at night here, I'm totally down to run that.
I respect that so much. I do. Because I cannot run. I need to be better at running at night because of like whatever I'm doing, like ultras, whatever. Um, and Boston starts so late, and like you in London, I told you I have beef with Boston, so it's like I got to keep doing it, but I keep starting at like 10:45 in the morning, which to
Yeah.
people is like amazing, but in Boston in April, it's like 80 degrees by the time you even start the race. Um,
Yeah.
so I love that New York starts early. But I
Yeah.
wish I could be a night runner. I could do like a 5, 6 p.m. But if you
Yeah.
start pushing like 8 or 9 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I wanna be on the couch.
I've done that. I don't recommend it because just the adrenaline. Because
You
then I'm
can't go to
like,
sleep. I know, I know, I
then it's
know.
like 10, 11 o'clock, and I'm like, you know what? I could run. I'm
I
like, I'm still buzzing.
well, I run Mariana's classes at night. I don't know how many night classes she still has, but maybe a few times a week. But we used to do that.
Yeah.
And that was like the extent of my evening running. I think the
Yeah.
latest one I ran with her was like 8:30 at night. And I'm like, all right, are we going out to drink or what are we doing? Because now I'm wide awake.
Now I'm wide awake.
I want a bowl of pasta and a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Now it's
So
9:30.
those are the classes I stack those on my long runs because I cannot be up that late because they're like 11:30, 12 o'clock for me. Or
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I always say I want to do a live DJ run, but I want to do it live, but
Mhm.
it's at 1 a.m. And I was
Yeah,
like, I
that's
might as well
crazy.
be in the club.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm so with you. I'm so with you.
We have to add that I run with Mariana and Bex.
I was gonna
Who
say.
else? It's usually the UK team, Jeffrey, Eric. Eric's got great playlists.
I love Eric. He's the best.
Yeah. He's the
His
first
Halloween
person.
content
Oh my God, the
and
best.
him and Bex they're so good.
They're
Bex
so
kills me with her
committed.
Halloween. Mhm.
So committed.
Mhm.
But he was the
I love
first
it.
instructor I took a class when London had their soft opening. I was in Eric's class.
Oh,
It was
really?
in German. It was the very first class to air out of the London studio. And I remember he asked if anybody came in from Germany, and my friend Jules just pointed at me. I'm like, don't point at me. Like, don't. When we
Like,
were done with class,
do
he
not
started
out
talking to
me.
me in German. And I was like, yeah, I don't speak German. I just live there. And he's like, you
That's
tell me. And he just
hilarious.
immediately flipped into English. And I'm like, no one asked.
That's hilarious. I love that. I love that so much.
It's so
Props to you
funny.
though. I don't know if I could take one. I think it would be hard to take a class live in German or Spanish for me.
Yeah.
Like live, like in the studio. I mean, in the studio.
It was an experience because you just
Yeah.
I had to just trust my instinct with feeling the music
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and not understanding a word he was saying and making sure I was up out of the saddle when he was because I
Yep.
was in the front row.
That's the front row.
Yeah. It was the
Oh
first time
my
I was ever called
God.
short in my life. I was in the back row trying to hide. And they did the height check, and the guy pointed at me. He's like, "Come here, you're short." I went, "Excuse me?"
Oh my God. I used to take live spin classes with Emma. Like all I used to go like every Friday. Again, like back when I could actually like when I was working out of the city full time, I would just go from my office to there. And it would be like
Mm-hmm.
Friday nights or like Friday morning, Saturday morning, whatever. And I mean my friend Steph would always hide in the back and we just like made it a thing to be in the back row because I'm like, don't see
Yeah.
me on camera. Nobody needs to see me
Yeah,
dying. Nobody.
exactly.
And then I just took a Bex class and they were like, you should go next to the mirror. I'm like, really? Are we sure?
Are we
Can
sure?
I can stay in the back row. I don't need to be seen. I'll go behind the
Yeah.
pole where nobody can see me. But it's
My
great.
method of getting into the studio once you've queued up is to hang out at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only backfired on me once. And it was after I had been in Hyde Park for a concert and then went out to the Pride Parade or vice versa, one of those. And then we went to Soho House and I think I got like 2 hours of sleep and went to the studio and they're like, "Hey, we've got an open tread." And I'm like, "Okay." And put me into a 45-minute class with Jocelyn. And so I just kind of hung out in the back and I get in and the last tread is by the mirror. I'm like, "You have got to be kidding me. I'm going to die." Like, I can't even pretend. I have to just do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the worst part about it is that you just can't pretend. And you're
You
like,
can't pretend. It's not like sitting on the bike. You have to just,
I
you have to
know.
run.
I know. As much as you want to walk, you just have to run.
You just have to
I
run. And I love Hannah for that. I did her first 45-minute endurance run
mm-hmm.
and she was nervous because she's like me, like we're short distance, short and speed.
Mm-hmm.
And so anything endurance. And she was the one who was like, she told me, she's like, "We're just going to have to be endurance girlies." And I'm like, yeah, we're going to be endurance girlies. And that's where she did the shut the fuck up minute for the first time.
I love
And it was
that.
the way she programmed the class because she was doing it for herself. And it made it so real for people who are not endurance runners to
Yeah.
kind of like dip their toe into endurance running.
Mm-hmm.
And she still does it. She's cleaned up the language a little bit, but we know what it was really called.
I mean, it doesn't offend me. I know people get
But
offended by the language, but
every 5 minutes, she would change
mm-hmm.
just like something, like whether it's like add a little bit on your incline, or maybe like a 0.1 or a 0.2, just to change something so it's not so monotonous.
Mm-hmm.
But then she would give us 1 minute where she was like, "This is your shut the fuck up minute. Make sure you tell yourself something nice."
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't go dark in your own head. Like, tell yourself something good. And then she'd come back. And it was always like, it was perfect. And I loved it because I find myself doing it now when I run. I'll be
Mm-hmm.
singing out loud, apologizing to my neighbors. And if I'm
Mm-hmm.
outside running a race, feeling really sorry for whoever's next to me. And then I'll just be quiet. And
Yep.
I'd have to go into my head, be like, you don't need anything right now. You're fine. It's just running. Like your
Yeah.
legs know what they're doing. Like tell your brain to just shut up and get with the program.
Yeah.
Like we do
Which
this
is really
all the
hard.
time. We're fine.
Yeah, it's hard to do that though when you're in it. It's so hard to do that. But I love that you were able to like connect it to that Hannah class. I think that's so cool. Like
Yeah.
those are the little
I think
tidbits that I
every
pick up
instructor has, they've given me like a little something, and I wear their little sayings with me.
on.
And I just like, they've all given me like a little tool. Like John had one, he was like high hips. And I'm like, why did that change how I run?
I know because
Like,
you're like thinking about it instantly and then
and
it
it
connects
literally
to your life.
just like adjusted how I was running. I was like, my legs instantly became a little bit more freer.
Mhm. Mhm.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
it's all those little things that I take a little bit from everybody
Yeah.
and I just keep it with me. Like I started throwing random like ballads into my playlist because of Bex.
Mhm.
Like, why am I running at an 8.5 to Celine Dion? Or
I
Mariah
love her for
Carey.
that.
There was a class
I
where she's like,
love her for that.
we're going to run on a 5% hill,
Mhm.
hard
Mhm.
pace, to Mariah Carey belting it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is so funny because like when I do Bex's like classical runs,
Oh my God.
sometimes I'm just I love them. It's something that I did not think that I would love, but they are my most consistent. I'm able to kind of just like lock in and be taken away by the music, as ridiculous as that sounds. And when I
No,
first started running, I used to run to classical music, and
really?
yep, all the time. And it would just be like because it was pure stress relief. So I would come at I there was a park outside of the state school that I went to in college. And I would go there and it was like my happy place. It was like my grandparents lived around the corner. We used to go there as kids. We would climb on the trees. We would carve our names in the trees. So it's just like this place that I feel like I always found myself going to when I like needed a break or like I needed a stress relief. So I would be like, I'd be out of class and I would get out at like 5 o'clock at night and I'm like, I just need to go run and whatever's going to happen is going to happen. And I would just put on like classical music or just something super mellow if it wasn't classical, like I don't know if you know City in Color, but like it would always be City in Color or classical or jazz or something that was just like minimal words, minimal like inspirational lyrics, and just me running to vibes. And
Yeah,
then
I
I
love
grew to
that.
like love that.
That's
It's cool.
amazing. Because in my head,
But the ballads.
I associate softer music with dancing,
Hmm.
but like
Hmm.
ballet, it's not as aggressive
Right.
as running. It's aggressive
Yeah,
in its own right, but
it
not the
is.
same level of crazy.
It is. Wait, I forgot to ask what kind of dance was your favorite? Like, did you have a favorite? Like, was it ballet, tap,
I
anything like that?
loved ballet. I don't think I had the ankles for it. Like my ankle strength wasn't what it was.
Hmm.
What wasn't what it should have been because I went
Hmm.
up on point too young because I was advanced.
Okay.
So I always danced with older girls. Um I loved tap. It was something about the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't matter what we were doing. It could be like more modern or strictly like classical tap.
Hmm.
Loved it. I loved flamenco. I loved when I took all the Latin ballrooms.
Hmm.
I dabbled in everything. It was crazy. I did a
So
year with
cool.
Ballet Hispanical in the city, and I got pulled into an African class. They were like, "What are you doing sitting here?" And I was like, "I don't have class right now." They're like, "You do now." And I'm like, "Okay,
I'm here.
I'm here."
I love that.
I love flamenco though. If I could have did anything with that, that would have been great. That
That's
was like
awesome.
that was powerful.
Yeah.
Your feet
I know
hurt
it's so
after, but
yeah. I was gonna ask, like, are you sore after that? Like you
oh
are
yeah.
like
Even
yeah.
ballet there. We had a teacher who I can't remember her name because I was a child, but she used to count with a bamboo stick. She'd also
Mhm.
hit you with it.
Those were the days.
Those are the days when it wasn't called abuse, and it's like if your arm was like a chicken wing or like a
Mhm.
noodle, you get a little tap underneath it to bring back structure, and like it worked because I never got hit by it. I was not gonna be that
That's
kid,
so funny. That is so funny.
but I did. I
That's
loved it.
insane.
I loved anything lyrical because it was more musical.
Mhm.
Like my dance teachers would choreograph to the music because that's how my brain worked.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I love hearing from people who have like danced and the connection to music and just like I don't know, I it gives me chills honestly, like when I watch something or like when I watch musical on Broadway, anything that has this like interpretive dance or just like anything, any choreography is like just insane to me. Like
Yeah.
one that sticks out to me is the Michael Jackson one they have on Broadway now. Like the
Oh
dancing
my
is they are wildly talented.
God.
But
Yep.
it's just things that I've picked up on now where I'm like, "Oh, I get it." I saw there was a show called Illinois
Hmm.
by oh my god, now I'm drawing a blank on the name. Sufjan Stevens, maybe? I think that's the name. His name, and it was all dancing. There were no words. It was just dancing to music the entire show. It was like an hour and a half. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever watched in my entire life. And it was just,
Oh
and
my
like you
God.
obviously had to make out what was happening, based on like, their dancing and what they were like. They were acting, but it was completely just, it was just music, no words.
Storytelling
Like
through
they were
dance.
not speaking. Yeah, which is the most insane thing to me.
That's
How you can
brilliant.
like be talented and do something like that and like have the watch like whoever's watching it understand is just that blows my mind. Truly.
Yeah. That's amazing. I would have loved that.
I know. I hope they bring it back. I really do. It was really, really cool. Mariana took me to see it. She's like, "You have to see this." And I was
Yeah.
like, "Okay." And then when I found out what it was, I'm like, "I don't know if I'm gonna really understand." Like I'm not really great at comprehending. I'm like,
I
I'm
bet
like,
you did.
I'm good at a lot of things, but like, I like to take what I'm watching and bring it back for a second and think about it. But I did. I got it. It was fine. It was but it was the point of that story was that it spoke to the talent and like the music and
Yeah.
dancing to the, just the choreography of it was insane. I don't even know how we got on that topic. I totally got us off track, but
No, it's
um
great. I love it.
anyway, what do you have coming up this year besides New York and the 10Ks?
The 10Ks. Valencia half. I'll finish my Super Six half marathons,
So fun.
which will be great because I don't know how we got into that, honestly.
Is that a popular one?
I honestly don't know how I got into running the Super Six halves,
What are the Super
but I'll end
Six?
up,
What are the other ones?
it's Lisbon, Copenhagen, Berlin. Who am I forgetting? Lisbon, Copenhagen, Berlin. Valencia is the last one I'm doing. I don't know what the other one is. I've done it.
We'll
Oh,
find out.
Wales. It was Cardiff.
Oh, that's so fun.
I blocked that one out.
I mean, listen, sometimes you have to.
That one has like a hill right before the finish line. That's so rude. It
So,
should be an escalator or a set of steps. It's so steep. Like
oh,
I remember turning the corner feeling great, and I just looked at him like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, what is that?
this is so bad.
Like, I know I'm almost there too.
Oh my God, I hate that. I
And I
hate that.
literally just said, I'm just walking it because I'm not going to hurt myself running up this escalator. And I
That's
looked to
right.
my side and there was a young kid. He couldn't have been more than 19 or 20 years old. And he looked like he was on death's doorstep trying to run up this hill. I'm like, bro, don't kill yourself. Just walk it.
Like, just
Like, I'm
stop.
walking faster than you right now.
Yeah.
Save
Oh
your
my God,
legs for the downhill and the finish line.
that's
It'll be
right.
great.
That's exactly right. That's crazy.
But it was so rude. It was so rude. Everybody told me
I hate
about like
that.
going around the park. Like that would be the rude part because you could see the end. No,
Mhm.
it was the hill.
God, there's
And
one
it's
like that
funny
in
because I don't
no, go
shy
ahead.
away from the hills on the tread.
Okay, me either. And like, there's something so different about, I don't know. I have, this might be a hot take. I think tread running translates really well for me outside with speed,
Mm-hmm.
but for some reason, the tread hills don't translate well for me to outside. But I do because I do the tread class. Like even if I'm just taking a class, like today I took
Mm-hmm.
Beck's 120-minute class and I followed the hills.
Yeah.
But like I'll go outside and do a 4% and I'll be literally at death's door. Like, and I don't know if I'm just not like mixing speed and the hills together correctly or what I'm doing wrong, but I'm like, why doesn't this translate well? But
Yeah, I don't know what it is. And I just laugh. I'm like, I do the hill work.
yeah.
Like, I love that they'll complain to me. They're like, what's up with Hosky and all his hills? I'm like, hills make you stronger. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, just maybe don't run as hard on them as he's queuing if you're not down. But
Right.
like, I think it was yesterday. We were just on a high hill and I was just running and I was like, it'll be over before I know it.
Yep.
And we
Yep.
just joke. I'm like, it's the class of 2025. It was like Hosky's Hills. Every run had hills in it. Every run for a while.
I mean, it's so important. Somebody told me, I can't remember who told me this, but somebody once said to me, this is going to sound so stupid. I'm not trying to be like profound. They were like, just remember what goes up must come down. And I'm like, that's a good point. That's a really good point. And now every time I'm going up a hill, I remember that. I'm going to have to think of who said that to me, but I don't know. But yeah, but you got to do it. You got to do it. They make you stronger. And even if you're dying outside, it's fine. Whatever.
It'll even out eventually.
I know. I'm hoping for the day where I'm like, this doesn't feel as bad.
I know. I was really proud of myself for running like the early hills in Cape Town. I didn't slow down. It was just cruising. And it didn't feel like I was dying. I was like, oh, this is great. And had I not felt so sick, I think I would have been okay with their hills, even the one that went on for a mile, because it was just like, it wasn't steep. It was just a steady incline. Really small increments. You went up a little bit and then you came out the park and you literally just cruised down.
Yeah.
And it was great.
Yeah.
But I was dying on the inside from other reasons.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have been there.
Now I'm like, now Cape Town and I have unfinished business.
Guess you're going back. Coca-Cola.
One day.
More hills.
It's a long journey.
I know.
That's the thing that kills me.
That's why I can't wrap my head around it. I wanted to run the majors and I will eventually, but like, just the thought of sitting on a plane for that long and having having to run the next day.
Yeah.
I think that would wreck me. It would just be
the whole thing. It's like, every time I do one, I'm like, maybe I can get there early. Maybe I can get there earlier.
I know.
Maybe I can get there earlier.
Every time. Well, if I go to Tokyo for 3 weeks and then get acclimated to the time and then run the marathon and then just miraculously still have my job, we could work something out.
Exactly.
That's literally what I think about all the time. I'm like, well, if I had all the time in the world, maybe I could do it. But
yeah,
it's crazy.
It's the timing of landing and not being exhausted from travel. And then it's not like you just chill out for 2 days. Like, you hit the ground running. You do a shakeout run. You go to the expo. You're on your feet for like 5 hours walking around and exploring. And like, how horrible would it be if you didn't see the place you've been to? Like, especially for me, I'm like, most of these places the first time I've been there.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, I can't not see it.
Yeah.
It's like, I didn't fly all this. I mean, I did fly all this way to go run a marathon, but like, I have to experience something.
Right. I know.
Cape Town is a great course because you really do get to see like the landmarks. Okay, and it's not like, I feel like in cities, like if I'm running through it like a city and there's like a landmark that's like a statue, I don't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't remember anything from Berlin other than running through the Brandenburg Gate. Like, I don't remember anything I passed.
Yep.
It's like London, I know the landmarks, I know they're there, but the only one I'll recall is running past the palace. Because the finish line is right there.
And that's the most important part of the course.
But like, you do see everything.
I love that. I love it. That's so cool. That's like the ideal course, because I feel like I never really look up.
Yeah.
And like, everybody's like, oh, what'd you see? Actually, I felt it was like the first year I ran New York, I had like these bright green shoes on and I had these cool socks on, and I went through the finish line chute, and you have to walk. Here's another thing about New York. If you don't already know, I'm sure you already know, you have to walk like 1.5 miles pretty much out of the park right after you're done. And it's like a zombie walk because everybody's hobbling and you just feel like shit. And yeah, it's pretty bad. And somebody came up to me and they're like, "Do you want to be in New York Mag?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And they're like, we're grabbing runners that have cool outfits and like we'll take your picture and you might have a chance to be in it." So I'm like, "All right, cool. This sounds cool." Very cool experience. It was awesome. Like I did not think at all, I didn't think I was going to get picked at all.
Yeah.
So they take my picture and I'm standing there like a dork and I'm like, I don't really know what to do with my hands in this. Like, what should I do? And they're like, I don't know, but just don't smile. So it looked like a license photo. And I like have this mean mug on my face and my hands are like just like crossed over. And that's why I legitimately didn't think I was getting picked. I'm like, this is gonna be the ugliest thing ever. And it was post race. So you already look like obviously like a rat. Like I'm like,
You've been through
my
it.
hair's matted. I'm like, what's happening? So I take this picture and then long story short, I got picked and somebody texted me and they were like, "Hey, can we interview you for like a little snippet in the New York Mag to go along with your picture?" I'm like, "Sure." So we get on the phone and they're like, "What'd you eat? What's your routine?" You know, like the normal running questions. And then they're like, "What was your favorite thing you saw on the course? Like, did you have a favorite sign?" And I was like, that's a good one. I'm like, "Nope."
I got nothing.
And I just like pulled one randomly from something I saw on Instagram and I'm like, "Here's what you got." And then I was like, yeah, I just remembered I don't really look up. Like I don't really take it in and
No.
like and see things. So
No. Cape Town's probably the only marathon that I have a picture of a sign that I found hysterical because it was right at the start line and we hadn't gone off yet.
right. Like if my
But
phone's
other
back
than
there
that,
and I take it out, yeah. I know.
I was like,
I know.
I did see her at the end too because it was a funny sign because my husband is an Arsenal fan because of his brother
Mhm.
and they had just won. So the sign said, "If Arsenal can do it, so can you." And I thought that was hysterical because
Yeah.
they like broke their 22-year curse of not winning.
Hmm.
And I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." I was like, "I'll take a picture of that. I'll send it to my brother and my husband." And then again, didn't see another sign. There could have been
Yep.
a million signs. Saw
Yep.
none of them.
I can barely
Spotted her
find
at
my
the end
friends.
because I'm
I
like,
can,
"Oh, I remember
yeah.
you."
Yeah. Hmm. I know. I can barely like I miss everybody. It's so funny. And like
Yeah.
just so locked in and like not even I'm like in it but not. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. All right, so you got a bunch of stuff coming up and New York.
In New York.
And do you have any goals you want to share? You don't have to. I know some people don't like to speak them out.
I don't know. One day I'm going to break 5 hours. I know that. I
You
want
will.
to get within the 4:30, 4:40 range one day. I know it's possible.
Yeah.
It's
100%.
there.
100%.
But I was also reminded that I also have been running every year with injuries. So I'm like, this year
Mhm.
so far, I've not had an injury from running. I've had a back problem from shoveling snow.
Yeah.
And it's not given up because I literally just trained through the back pain.
Yeah. It's tough.
And so one day that'll be gone. We're hoping like
One day.
acupuncture or something will fix it.
That's true. Well, I
But
hope
yeah,
it goes
no,
away.
I think that's my goal is to go sub 5 one day. And
I love
just
that.
maybe not have back-to-back races when I run said marathons.
Yeah. Well, the year we run Athens, maybe let's not plan anything else.
Yeah, let's keep the schedule clear around it.
Keep the schedule clear. And
Because we're going to need the recovery time.
yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. I love that. That's a great goal. And it's definitely
Yeah.
possible. And I think, as you know, on the pod, we like to manifest. So I'll manifest that for you
Yeah.
at one of the many that you're doing over the next 2 years.
The list is so long.
I think it could be New York, if I'm being honest.
It would
I think
be amazing.
Yeah. I think
It would
think
be
you might be
amazing.
so amped up that you're like
The
not even
adrenaline
gonna
there.
think about the time, and then you're just gonna end up with like a PR.
That'd be amazing. I am the person who I look at my watch once and I'm like, I can't even see it. It's fine.
I know. I just hear it beeping at every mile, and I'm like, yeah, that tracks with where I'm at. Whatever. Unless I'm like really going for a goal. But outside of that,
Yeah.
I just don't even care anymore. You got to have something where you're not like looking at a number. I feel like it
Yeah.
just starts
I feel like
insane.
my 10K playlist, I was like, I need to be across the finish line by this song.
Yeah.
And then I had a
I
second
do
song. I
that
was like,
all
this
the
song is
time.
also acceptable.
I do that all the time. Mine is Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. Every single time
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God,
if
I love it.
I'm like, if Skater Boy comes on, I either need to haul ass right now to get to where I need to be, or I need to like, or I'm gonna hit my goal already. So
Yeah,
I
that's
always do that.
Wings for me.
It's so good, so good.
Wings by Birdie, the remix. That's my, I always want that to be my finish line song because it's one of my run through the wall songs.
I love it. You need one of those every
Yeah,
time.
it has to be a run through the wall song.
Hmm. Yeah,
But yeah,
always.
that's how I timed the 10K.
Hmm.
I think I just moved it for the half marathon. I literally added songs to the playlist and then just moved that song to the end.
I mean, I would do
Like,
it.
this is how I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish on this song.
I would. You have to. Sometimes I'll do like I'll have like a halfway point song. Like if I play my playlist in
Mhm.
order, sometimes I'll have a halfway point song where I'm like, okay, I know I'm on track, or like I know I'm whatever. And then I'll have one that's like, I flip the switch where it's like, I want to get a little faster, or depending on what I'm
Ah,
doing. Yeah, yeah. Like I know. And it's
oh, that's
usually,
a
this
good
is,
idea.
I'm not even embarrassed anymore to say. I don't even care. Like I was the biggest Hannah Montana fan when I was younger, so it's always like a Hannah Montana song, and
Uh-huh.
everybody can come for me if they want to come for me, whatever. But it's always Hannah Montana. I'm like, it's Hannah Montana, then it's like followed by a Jonas Brothers song, and then it's like all these cool bops of like will literally go from like Hannah Montana to Jonas Brothers to Rufus Du Sol in the
I
span of
love it.
6 minutes. You know what I mean? Like you just need it.
Love it.
You just sometimes you need it.
That's
you gotta flip the
brilliant.
switch.
See, that's what I need to do. Because I've noticed
Yeah.
on the tread, I'm like, I really do have a few like 80s classes where the playlist is just like the best mix for
Mm-hmm.
running through a wall.
Yep. Yep.
It just finishes that way. And I was like, it's great. I was like, I just need to redo my playlist and throw in like
Mhm,
my favorite 80s classes, my favorite 90s classes, mix in some like relenting pop music,
mhm.
and make sure I have a lot of EDM to fill in the blanks.
Yep, that's right. And the EDM songs are typically a little longer, so I always am like,
Yeah.
I could get through 3/4 of a mile or half mile at least,
Yeah.
and then on to the next.
It's brilliant.
It's the best.
I love running to EDM and house music because my brain also tells me if I could dance for 6 hours into this morning, I can get to the finish line. It's not that big a deal.
That's right. That's exactly
Like,
right.
I've literally been training for this my whole life. I just wasn't running.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. Oh my gosh. All right, well, as we wrap up here, do you have
Hmm.
any musical any songs you want to add to the playlist? Let's start with that one first. Then we can get to our hot takes.
We'll do Wings by Birdie
Okay.
because
I
I
thought you were
love
going to
that
say
song.
that. I didn't want to
And
assume.
Anything Fred Again is another one, like
Oh my
Jungle.
god, I love Fred. Oh, I can't.
I'm not even allowed to have that car in the that song Jungle play in the car because I drive too fast and there's no
I
speed
know.
limit here.
I t- Okay, another reason why I want to go to Germany.
Driving is fun.
No speed limit. Sign me up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's great. But Jungle is like something gets into me and I'm like that's a run through the wall song. But
yeah.
yeah, anything Fred Again.
Yeah.
I've run
Jungle
a
and
10K to just Fred Again.
yeah, you have to.
And even his older music where it's like really more ballad and not
Mhm.
so heavy, I'm
Mhm.
like, I don't lose tempo somehow. And I'm like, it's in my head.
I
Like
know.
I could run to anything.
Yeah. Mine is always Jungle. Delilah's good.
Oh yeah.
Um, oh, just anything Fred. I've been listening to not like super EDM or anything along the lines, but like I sometimes will listen to Charlie XCX because she
Hmm.
just there's so much going on in her music where I'm like, I just need a pure distraction right now, and she's
Yes.
gonna give that to me every time.
She's good for
Fred,
endurance.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
all the time.
But yeah, Fred again is like
Oh,
hands down one of my favorite. Rufus to Soul, like
oh, so good.
anybody. Any of the DJs, I'm like, I'll take it all. I even
I
threw
know.
old school Jonathan Peters into my playlist.
Yo, I should do
I took
that.
it all the way back to Sound Factory days.
So good. So good.
I was like, oh, this is
So
brilliant.
good.
I can't believe this is on Spotify.
I really want to see like, first of all, I really want to see Fred again. I always miss
Oh
every
my
single
God.
time he does like his little stints under the bridge here in New York. I miss it literally every time. And then I get so pissed off and I'm like, how? I literally work for this company. I'm not understanding. Am I just like blind? Like I'm like, I don't see the emails. I'm not understanding. Like, I'm
How is
like,
this
what's
happening?
happening? I'm like, I need to make it to one of those because I just want. It feels like an underground show, even though it's like outside.
Oh
And
my God. I saw him live once, and it was like,
so jealous.
it was my friend Jo. She was like, do you want to come to Fred again? And I'm like, yeah. And
I
she's
would
like,
die.
okay, we're going tonight. I'm like, okay.
Oh,
And
I'm so jealous.
I saw him at Alley Pally, and it was like going old school, like being in a club where you couldn't see 4 feet in front of you because it's so dark.
Mhm.
And that was just one of those experiences. It was like the best, the absolute best. And I don't drink, so it was fun for me because I could remember everything.
Mhm. Yep.
And I was there for a guy who I definitely thought was going to break his face. He was on his friend's shoulders, jumping up and down to Delilah. But like he looked like he was trying to jump and he was sitting on someone's shoulders. I'm like, we don't move when we're on some. And I just had my
Don't do
hand
that.
up, holding his shirt, singing at the top of my lungs, but holding on to his shirt so he didn't fall forward.
Mhm. Mhm.
But that show was incredible.
Oh my God.
Absolutely incredible. So you have to go
So
find
jealous.
him when he's there.
Oh, I know. I know. I'm just like for somebody who's so like in it, I'm so like not in it sometimes, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like there is literally so much information here about shows and what's coming and who's playing off and what time the doors are opening and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, of course I missed the one I want to go to. But
Yeah, information
I do
overload.
legitimately. But I do make it to Rufus a lot, which is so
Oh,
nice. I love
that's on
Rufus.
my list.
God. Oh my
That's on my
God.
list. That's like an out of body
Have to.
experience too.
Legitimately out of body. It's crazy. And yeah, every single time. It's so crazy. And like, I
Oh,
don't, this is like obviously a side note. I like don't, I also don't, I mean, I don't drink that much, but like, I don't do like the thing, like
yeah.
some of the rec drugs that people do when Rufus is
Yeah.
playing. Like, I don't do any of them, but it's so funny to be like the sober one watching people at a Rufus Du Sol concert, just like totally doing their thing and vibing out. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's so crazy. It's so
I
fun.
love it.
It's
It's
so
people
fun.
watching, but you're also having your own experience on a different level.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
absolutely love it.
I love it. And I always go with like my best friend since I was a kid and my sister, and we always go to Rufus together. And it's just the best time. It's like an
Oh my
unspoken
God.
rule. We're like, oh, Rufus is coming. The three of us need to be not busy that day
We're
because we're
not busy
going.
that day. Like
We
we
are
have no
going.
plans.
The only
One
thing we have a
plan.
plan to do is go see Rufus.
One plan.
Um, I I love it. I love it. My goal is to see like an EDM show in like Amsterdam or somewhere like really cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's
Yeah.
on my
I've not
bucket.
done that yet.
Well, you can join me
Add it to the
if
list.
you want to. Add it to the list. We're going to Athens and we're going to Amsterdam.
We're running and going to an EDM show.
Yeah, that's right. I think it
All
has
the
to. I
things.
know it's going to happen. It's absolutely 100% going to happen. I will get my
We
act
love it.
together and figure out how to make my way over there, I swear. All right. Well, lastly, do you have any hot takes you want to share? Any running hot takes?
I
Any
think the
fitness
only
hot
thing that's been on my brain since Cape Town was Coke on the course.
Yes.
Oh
Coke
my
on the
God.
course. I
Every
mean,
marathon needs Coke on the course.
I think we should at the majors or something and be like, be more like
Seriously.
Cape Town. Be more
If
like
Cape Town can do it, everyone can.
that's
I don't know
exactly
what
right.
contract you need, but go get it because that is a lifesaver. And I saw several other people that day. They were all suffering.
Hmm. Hmm.
And I don't know. Apparently, I said something profound where a guy turned around. He's like, "Thank you." I'm like, "For what?" He goes, "What you just said." And I'm like, "I don't know what I just said."
I don't even know what I just said. I'm trying to convince myself I can do this.
But at the end, I saw him again, and I was like, how'd you finish? And he's like, I finished not as strong as you finished because you finished before me. And I'm like, it's okay. We all got the same medal. And
That's right.
he's like, were you feeling sick? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, the heat really got to me. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And he's like, but the Coke saved my life. And I'm like, same.
All the time. The
And I'm
Coke
like,
saves
no,
the
it
day.
wasn't the heat. But don't
Yep.
worry about me.
Yeah. Coke on the course. We need
Coke on the
it.
course
We need
saves
Coke on the
lives,
course.
literally.
It
When
really
those gels
does.
won't go in, you can
I
sip
know.
on a Coke and it will get you to the next aid station.
Yeah. And if you don't think it's physically doing anything, it does something for you mentally, I swear.
It does. It's there. There's magic in it. I don't know.
It is. There's magic in Coca-Cola for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen one day, hopefully. We're gonna have to start carrying our own.
Susie does it.
I know. Okay, but
Susie
Susie's
has-
like superhuman.
Susie has literally said, she's like held up her bottle. She's like, this is Coke.
Yep.
And if her bottle
Maybe-
looks like it's white in studio, it's not milk. It's coconut milk. Coconut water.
Coconut water. That is too funny. That is too funny. Well, I had the best time with you on the pod.
Yeah.
Thank you beyond for coming on. I was thinking my wheels were turning. I say this a lot, but I hope you'll come back either before or after New York so we could talk about your experience, because I feel like that has to be done. And yeah, if you want to share where people can find you on Instagram and follow along with you, feel free. But if you don't, it's all good.
Yeah, no, it's Dita426. Easy peasy.
That's right.
Same as my leaderboard. Real creative.
And we'll see you on the leaderboard at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
For apparently a party.
for a live run, for a party. No, I love it. You are the best. Thank you again for doing this. I hope you had fun. This is the best time ever. I'm like,
so you know what I had to show you before we go? Is it even here?
Yeah, show me. Let's see it.
Is it this one? We are officially the G-spots.
Yes! What? I need one of those.
I got you.
Oh my God, I need one so badly. I am working on merch right now, and I'm trying to incorporate that in somewhere. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I love that.
Somebody stopped me and they wanted to see my bracelets in the airport, and they went, "What is that?" I was like, "You have to know to know. It's not what you think, but don't worry.
You know. If you know, you know." The fans are
great. It's a good conversation starter too.
That's so true. Oh my God, that just made my entire day. That's so funny.
I'm gonna send you one.
Oh my God, I would absolutely love that. You are the best. Thank you as always for supporting the pod, for supporting me always, literally always. You're such a champion for everybody. So I hope
From
everybody
the very beginning.
It's so true, legitimately so true. And I love that we got to connect and do this. Like, look where we are now. This is so awesome. And next year or the year after, we're going to be in Athens. So again, I'm manifesting. It's going to be great.
We love the manifesting.
We do love the manifesting. But I hope you have a great night. I don't know what time it is there, but I hope you have a great night. And thank you again. You're the best.
Thanks. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. All right, Allie G Show fam, that's a wrap on today's track. Huge thank you to Candita for coming on the pod and sharing her story so openly, from overcoming those setbacks to embracing new passions. I think her journey is just such a powerful reminder that sometimes the path we're meant to be on looks completely different than the one that we originally imagined, and that is more than okay. And it's really awesome to see. So if this episode resonated with you, take that energy with you into your next run, walk, workout, or whatever challenge is in front of you this week or in the next hour and the next day. And don't forget to subscribe to the pod, share the pod, rate the pod with your friends. It truly, truly helps the show grow. And you can find me on Instagram at @the_Allie G Show, and make sure you follow along with Candita to keep up with her journey and all the inspiration she shares with the community. As always, keep moving with purpose, keep chasing joy, trust the process, and remember, you are never running alone. I will catch you all on the next track of the Allie G Show. Bye.